Get you updated on the latest on Hurricane Florence. This is where all the weather eyes are off the North Carolina, South Carolina coast right now. The storms have exited now. The skies are starting to clear on out. Clouds are breaking up. It is cool, though. We're down to 59 in Central Park right now. Not a lot of wind to speak of yet. This is a classic nor'easter. Noticed by 2 a.m. overnight, the winds turning into the east-northeast, getting close to 30-mile-an-hour gusts in the city, getting close to 40-mile-an-hour gusts down the shore. Hurricane Chris is now weakened to Tropical Storm Chris. Winds of 70 miles an hour, moving rapidly to the northeast at 35 miles per hour, pulling away from the coastline. That is the good news. Still will have an impact, though, on rip currents. And embedded in here, there could be some rumbles of thunder. So be aware of that and some heavy downpours if you're going to be out the first half of tonight. After midnight, skies will start to clear on out, and that'll set the stage for a good deal of sunshine for tomorrow. We'll see that eye wall make landfall to the north and northeast of Wilmington, North Carolina. Again, the greatest storm surge is right in front of that. In these areas of red, we're talking rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. So again, flooding is going to be a problem, especially through the morning commute. Next band of heavy stuff sitting off to the south into Monmouth County, into Ocean County as well. That is sliding off towards the north and east. Let's get right to our radar. This is our exclusive storm tracker for radar based out of Rutgers University. And following that red sweep across the area, just some light snow bands northwest New Jersey, but the snow's filling in. This is a coastal storm. We're looking at low 40s right now, so it's all rain in central New Jersey, coastal New Jersey, 41 in Red Bank. Most of New Jersey, again, still at 40 degrees or better. Sussex is cool to 36. Monticello's 34. So this is an indication of the colder air starting to work its way into the circulation of the storm. That's going to lead to that changeover from rain to snow. So let's go to Storm Tracker 4 and check it out. We've got rain covering the entire area right now. Heaviest rain seems to be out across portions of Long Island. So if you're along the LIE from central portions of Nassau County into the central and western flank of Suffolk County, expect some heavier downpours there as well, up towards the Connecticut coastline too. Then further north and west, we're seeing that gradual transition. Everything right now north of 84 seems to be where the rain is mixing and changing over to wet snow. It's going to take a little while before the system starts to draw on that cold air and wraps everything around. You can see on the big picture, though, again, the storm itself is actually still over Pennsylvania. Will jump to the coast and really bomb out and intensify rapidly. And that's when you're going to see that rain snow line collapse as it moves from northwest to southeast. So here you go on the future cast model. Heavy rain again. Notice the rain snow line by noon getting closer to the city, pushes close to the city in the evening hours. And again, we're going to watch this fluctuate back and forth. But the good news is things should shut down once we get past about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And then it's all about wind. We've got a coastal flood warning in effect. All of the areas shaded in green, especially at times of high tide. Tomorrow morning's high tide cycle, there could be moderate to even some major flooding. That is a concern. Wind advisories in effect for all of the area, including the city. Again, coastal areas. You go further east, it's a wind warning, a high wind warning out there. Easily, gusts could approach 60 miles per hour over eastern Long Island. So this is a classic nor'easter. Noticed by 2 a.m. overnight, the winds turning into the east-northeast, getting close to 30-mile-an-hour gusts in the city, getting close to 40-mile-an-hour gusts down the shore. By 8 a.m., gusts potentially over 50 miles per hour down along the Jersey Shore. In the city, even inland spots across Long Island, we could start to see gusts of 40 to 45 miles per hour. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's still cranking. Gusts potentially near 50 in the city, inland spots as well, out across Long Island in excess of 55 miles per hour. Then it finally settles down a little bit Saturday night by 9 o'clock. Notice the wind shifts into the south at that point, but still seeing gusts overnight into Sunday morning on the order of 35 to 40 miles an hour. So this will be a long-lasting wind event too. Power outage threat is there. The area is shaded in yellow. There's possible power outages with winds like that. The area is shaded in orange. There'll be some likely power outages. So make sure you have backup supplies planned, batteries, things like that, especially out across immediate coastal areas of New Jersey and Long Island. It's a serious nor'easter we're dealing with. All right, quiet right now. Upper 30s to mid 30s across Long Island, 38 in the city, but below freezing. Much of New Jersey, even some 20s showing up this morning. It's a little frosty out there. Here's the actual storm system. Quite a bit of moisture already associated with it. It's not terribly well organized just yet. It will jump to the coastline and intensify rapidly overnight tonight and then move straight at the city, actually. So clouds this morning will be filtering out the sun at times, and then it becomes mostly cloudy as we go into the afternoon. But here's the projected track of the nor'easter. Notice it jumps to the southeast coast. More moisture starts to get involved here. These isobars, these lines of pressure, get tighter and tighter. That means the wind gets stronger and stronger in here, and that's why by tomorrow afternoon especially, we could see gusts in excess of 50 miles an hour. Notice the storm tracks almost right over the city. So with a lot of wind and rain, the rain will fall in bands. Not continuously heavy, but bands of heavy downpours from time to time in between just little lulls. But 1 to 2 inches of rain possible. Those powerful winds again at 50 to 60 miles an hour. Power outages are concerned and coastal concerns for moderate to major major flooding. This all quiets down by later tomorrow night, and then Sunday looks to be by far the better half of the weekend. It's quiet for today, and if you're heading out for your Friday evening, not a problem. Anytime after 10 or 11, the rain starts to break out. The wind ramps up overnight through the day tomorrow. Stormy, 57 on Sunday. A few more showers possible Monday, then it's quiet and cool through the middle of next week. I want to get you updated on the latest on Hurricane Florence. This is where all the weather eyes are off the North Carolina, South Carolina coast right now. Latest stats on the storm. Wind still holding steady at 110 miles an hour. It's Category 2 storm. Pressure's about the same and the direction about the same. Northwest at 15 miles per hour. The consensus seems to be as it gets closer to the coast, it's going to slow down a little. So this is one computer model showing as that eye wall gets closest. This is where the strongest winds are going to be. This is the quadrant right in here that comes onshore with the greatest storm surge as well. It's going to be close to the Wilmington area, just to the north perhaps. But again, this is 1 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. But watch how long it takes for this thing to finally move inland and then drifts just to the south towards Myrtle Beach. That's 2 a.m. Saturday. So in 24 hours, it only goes from just off the coast of Wilmington to just inland west of Myrtle Beach. So that means it's going to be raining itself out as well over the course of the weekend. But it also means a continuous pounding along the surf and the coast of North Carolina in particular. So the Hurricane Center has slowed it down again a little bit. By 2 a.m. it's still just offshore, again with winds about 105 miles an hour at that point, making landfall overnight into Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon and evening it starts to move on inland into South Carolina. At that point starts to weaken, becoming probably just a tropical storm, but the damage will have been done in terms of storm surge as well. After that, I think the bigger damage is going to be the rainfall, and you can see this is just one computer model projection. Look at the scale up here, okay? 12 to 16, 12 to 18 inches of rain. That's this color. It keeps going beyond that. That means we're talking about the potential of 30 to maybe even as much as 40 inches of rain. That's, 3 feet of rain plus, and you put that down on low-lying areas, in addition to some of these areas perhaps being inundated by a bit of a storm surge, and there could be some really catastrophic damage done to rainfall and flooding conditions out across North Carolina, South Carolina, and even in the mountains of North Carolina and South Carolina, because they tend to wring out all of that tropical moisture. Meantime, the other system, Tropical Storm Isaac, is still a weak tropical storm, which is good news. Moves to the Lesser Antilles, and the good news here's San Juan, here's Puerto Rico, way to the south. Again, Dominican Republic, Haiti, way to the south, and Jamaica pretty much to the south as well, as it stays rather weak. Finally, some good news. The surf is getting stirred up around here, even all the way down to the south where that storm is. So we have a high surf advisory around here for our coastal areas, south-facing shorelines, Long Island. That's until Friday night. 70-ish Jersey Shore, same thing in and around the city, same thing up in the Hudson Valley. Not a big spread in temperature right now. We've got a few light showers. We're still dealing with the rain is dissipating as we go through the morning. Storm Tracker 4 picking that up right now, but I think in the next couple of hours the showers will tend to die down. Just a lot of clouds and muggy today. A stray shower in the afternoon, a sprinkle tomorrow, 78. The good news for us, our weekend's looking pretty good. Clouds giving way to sun, 80, and a good deal of sun and warm on Sunday with a high of 82 degrees.